Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the 10 mistakes that made my PCOS worse. Okay, the first one is not realizing the problem. I mean, for example, in my case, I thought I'm not fat enough to have health issues, that I'm perfectly fine, that it's normal to have some minor problems, for example, with my hair or with my joints or with my menstrual cycle. It was perfectly fine for me, and that's why I didn't go to doctor earlier. Uh, which brings me to the second one, which is believing that having menstrual cycle every month means you have an ovulation. I was so sure that the fact that I have a menstrual cycle means I have an ovulation, that I was like angry when I bought some ovulation tests and they turned out to be negative every single time for 3 months. And I was like angry at the system, and I believe something is not right, but not with me, but with the tests. And it turned out that the problem is my PCOS, obviously. The third one is not going to the doctor immediately. When you Even when you're not sure if you have PCOS or not, if you have like one or two symptoms, um, for example, you notice you started gaining a lot of weight, or you have some problems with hair, or stuff like that, you must go to the doctor like immediately, even if it's fine, just to be sure that everything is okay. It's nice to go to the doctor, don't do like me. I waited for 15 years to go to an OB-GYN, which was a huge mistake. Probably I would be better, probably I would be pregnant by now if I went to a doctor last year. The next one, fourth, frustration and disappointment. An obsession. When something bad happens, you always tell yourself it's not fair. For example, when I found out officially that I have PCOS, I cried. I know a lot of you cry for that, or when their close friend get pregnant, or when they see somebody pregnant or with a baby in the park. I feel bad about that. I just don't want to look that way. It's that bad. I totally understand that. But being frustrated, you're making things worse. You have to be optimistic. I know how ridiculous that sounds like right now, and it's difficult for me to be optimistic, but you have to repeat yourself that everything will be okay. And even I watched a lot of videos in YouTube, and there are women that wait for more than a year to get pregnant and use different pills and a diet and everything. And when I watch the video, I know that, for example, in 2 months this woman will be pregnant, but back in the old video she doesn't know, and she's like desperate. And I'm thinking, only if you knew that you will be so happy in 2 months, it wouldn't be that dark in your world right now. And try to think about that. Trying to think in, for example, in 5 years, everything that I'm living right now will be in my past, and I will be proud and thankful that I'm so stronger now. So try thinking about that. Probably you will not be healthy, and if you have infertility issues like me, you will not be pregnant in a month or 2 or 3 or half a year, but it will happen someday. And I strongly believe it will for all of us. Okay, the next one is underestimating the diet and vitamins importance. I am drinking regularly vitamins and fish oil and various dietary supplements for more than a year now, and I used to be on different diets, but honestly, it's tough to me to get on on single one for longer than 3 months. 3 months is like my limit. After that, I just abandon the diet, and I am in a like break for a couple of months. Then I usually start another diet. In the meantime, I'm gaining my weight back and stuff like that. So I decided at certain moment last year that I want just to go to the gym every single day instead of having a diet, and the result was none. So if you want to take care of your health, you have to first of all be sure your diet is fine and you're getting your vitamins and everything nutritional wise that you should take, because if you're not healthy enough, you either will not get pregnant, or if you get pregnant, like forcefully by having pills or IVF or stuff like that, you're in danger of having a miscarriage, because sorry I'm saying that, but if you're not healthy, your body is saying to your cells that you're not ready yet. You may endanger your own life by having a child, so your body prefers you to be alive than to have a child, and that's why it's difficult for you and for me to get pregnant. You have to explain this stuff. And another thing, when you're having, I read that in a medical book some time ago, when you are miscarrying, that is because your body is telling that there is something wrong with the baby. It may be some very big damage. It could be mental or organ damage. And think about that. Do you really want your baby to be damaged and to live with that for its own life? If it was for me, I would probably prefer to be that. I don't want to I don't want to be like making you believe what I believe, but it's just a point of view. I want to think about that for yourself. Still, miscarriaging sucks. Infertility sucks as well, but we know the recipe. We have to be healthy as we can be, and after that the miracle hopefully will happen. Okay, the next one, having the wrong diet. Wrong diet, I mean that is not specially made for you. I will make another video for the PCOS diet that I am on right now, when on and off, but I am trying to be on a diet. When you're trying, for example, paleo diet or vegan diet or raw food diet or whatever diet, and you're feeling like awful all the time, you have no energy, you feel angry or starving or want to sleep all the time, that's not good. And you cannot be on that diet for more than a couple of months, at least in my opinion. Well, if you have like so strong will, you probably will be able to get to up to 6 months or a year, but after that you'll hate that diet so much. So try a diet that is suitable for you, that you feel well in, that you're not tired, you're not hungry all the time, and it will work. The next one, I believe, is 7. Yes, 7. Hating sports. Me personally, I absolutely hate sports since I was a child. But sport is very important and is healthy for you. So you have to answer to yourself, give the answer to the question, what do I hate in sports? Is it because you get sweaty? If that's the reason, try swimming. If that's it because you have some joint pain, try something that will not include your joints at all. Like if you have some aches in the knees, try doing more stuff with your hands or backwards. Or if it's just too much for you and your fitness level, just try walking. I noticed that a lot of women with PCOS have a dog. We both a puppy ourselves 2 weeks ago, so I'm walking with my puppy for like 2-3 miles per day, and it's nice for the puppy, it's nice for me, it's nice for our sleepers. So everybody's happy here. The next one is not drinking enough water. I believe that's obvious. You have to drink your water. The next one is not sleeping enough. Obviously, sleep is so crucial for your health. And the last one is work or live under a lot of stress. Before I got married, I was working and studying in college in the same time, all of them full time, so I was under so much stress, and I was paying all my bills, and now my life is so much calmer because it's kind of boring because I'm currently working like part-time and I'm most of the time at home. I'm just wondering what to do. You have to find yourself something not to think about your problems. For example, I cook and clean the house, and it turned out that I cook pretty well. I probably will show you some of my recipes in future, but just try something that makes you feel well. Go out with friends, shop in the mall, anything. Just it's proven that reduced stress levels improve your fertility and your health overall. Okay, that was for today, and thank you. See you again in some time. Bye.